Hello and welcome back to Survivanomics. I'm Sebastian, and in this episode we're delving into Step 5, cutting unnecessary expenses and saving big. It's all about smartly managing what you spend to keep more of your hard-earned money and grow your wealth. As my Survivanomics methods were kicking in, I was covering bills without tapping into my emergency fund. I was feeling more stable in the structures I had in place for how my money was managed, but I wanted to find ways to increase the amount of money I had to invest even faster. This meant studying my earning and spending habits so I could uncover hidden ways to access more money. I got quite good at it, and I'm about to show you how I did it. Let's start by revisiting our income and expenses. Remember that self-audit we talked about in episode 2? It's an essential part of the process to know where your money is going, especially if your income varies. Think of it as a financial health checkup, and this audit creates your map for how to improve your financial health. Regular audits not only keep you informed and in control, but they reveal ways that you can put more in your pocket and stop life from bleeding you for money you didn't even know you had. These self-audits also show you how close you are to living in a state of monthly profit, so you don't panic and take on more than you have to in order to feel you're in a stable income situation. This also leaves you with more time to chase whatever dreams you're building. Now let's tackle reducing expenses. There are many ways to do this without sacrificing your quality of life. For instance, rent or mortgage costs might be reduced by getting a roommate or renting out a room in your house. If that form of reducing costs doesn't suit you, consider a move to a more affordable place or renegotiating your mortgage. Review memberships to clubs and subscription services. Cancel those you don't use, or see if you can get cheaper versions of them if you can use them less often. Opt for cooking at home rather than eating out as much. Check for cell phone plans that are cheaper or internet plans that are cheaper than the ones you currently use if you don't take full advantage of them now. Switch to lower banking fee options such as internet banks or credit unions, or maybe negotiate a lower fee account at a major institution. In terms of debt, prioritize eliminating high interest debt so you free up future income. For example, those high interest credit cards that will eat up your wealth if you just make the minimum payment, get rid of those. Instead, pay them down as quickly as possible so you eliminate the burden of that debt as fast as you can. If your debt load is really high, you may even be able to consolidate the debt into lower interest loans. That way you can pay it off faster and cheaper. For those in more extreme levels of debt, there are settlement options that can be used to eliminate debts for pennies on the dollar. A consumer debt proposal is something you might want to look into, and a service might be available to you if you look it up that can help you with this. If you hold a heavy car loan, consider trading in your car for a car you can pay off in full, or more quickly at least, so you don't have years of car interest payments to cover. Consider selling items you don't need. The amount of quick money you can make on Craigslist or Kijiji can be quite surprising if you do it all in one short span of time, and you free up space that can save you on maybe outside storage rentals as well. Thrift shopping can be a treasure trove of essentials, especially for things that hold together well over time, and they cost a lot less. Look for the places you're making discretionary spending choices and ask yourself if you need to tighten down a little on indulgences. People often buy out of habit and not because they actually need certain things. Saving in these areas rewards you by empowering you with increasing the supply of cash you have for wealth building over time. So this isn't necessarily long-term restriction or penny pinching. We're just looking for money that you can access to invest and develop your wealth more rapidly. Be mindful of the dollars you spend on non-essentials and find ways to cut back. While reducing expenses is key, let's not forget about increasing income as needed as well. You don't want to make your life about restricting every penny. So it's one thing to eliminate expenses that aren't helping you, but at some point you may need to increase your cash flow and enjoy life more as well. Explore different avenues of income boosting. Could you teach a student in an area of your expertise? Is there gig work that you'd consider, or are you good at buying low and selling high? These days there are a ton of online freelance platforms you can look into for jobs as well, not to mention affiliate marketing systems and remote gigs also. Back when I was struggling to find a way off my buddy's couch, I once made a significant profit by reselling high-end coffee machines that I got in exchange for my consulting work. My employer got crates of products at wholesale from auctions and paid me in these high-end coffee machines. By my reselling them, I made much more money than an hourly wage. And this is something you can do just as creatively if you think about different ways that you might boost your cash flow. So I challenge you to apply these strategies over the next month. Share your journey in the comments. What worked for you? What challenges did you face? And what creative solutions did you find? Do you have other ideas on saving that people often overlook? Tell us about it in the comments. Remember, Survivanomics is about taking control of your financial journey. It may seem like we've circled back a bit here by looking at your expense audit after establishing all these wealth building structures and systems. But that's only because building toward our next step, the details of investment options, requires that you stay in good financial health. Getting rid of bad expenses, ensuring you have more to invest so you're set to grow the money you have, is all part of the plan. So join me next time for our final episode in this series, Step 6, where we'll explore smart investment options. We're not just saving money, we're paving the way to prosperity. Like, subscribe, and share if you're finding value in this series. Together we can rewrite our financial stories for success. As always, fight the darkness, put truth in story. We'll see you next time.